Okay, so we can start. Okay, so today we will discuss networking concepts. Okay, networking. Okay, so what is computer networks? Can anyone know what is computer networks? Computer networks. Anyone for the new joiners? Okay, I will give you a scenario. Okay, just for example, we have two computers. Okay, this is a computer one. Okay, this is a PC one, and this is a PC two. PC two. A personal laptop. Okay, consider like that. Both PCs are in the same room. Okay, there is no other Wi-Fi or anything there. The requirement is we need to copy one file from this PC, PC1 to PC2. So there is a file actually here. So we need to copy this file from the PC1 to PC2 without any external devices like CD or pen drive like that. So which approach, I mean, coming to network, which approach we can, I mean, how to connect these computers or any idea? Anyone?
To connect the pieces to the network cable by using
Okay.
the switches and hub.
Yeah, that's right. So in coming to the laptops, sorry, the desktops, one port is there, okay? And I mean, coming to the CPU part, there is one port there. Port. So here we need to plug that, choosing, I mean, taking a RJ45 cable. Okay. So we need to plug it in this PC and one end plug it on the second PC, right? So we can share the file, right? Or we need to do anything. Okay.
Is RJ45 a network cable?
Right. Network cable.
RJ45 is the connector. Yes.
Yeah. RJ45 is a connector. That connector.
It's like a serial port connector, I think, right?
Yeah, this is a cable actually. RJ45. Okay. Okay. The cable name is Cat6, something like that. Cat6. Cat5, category 5, category 6. The Cat6 is a common cable that we are going to use for networking. And at the end of the cable, we need to connect with that, like the jack actually. We called as a jack. The jack name is RJ45. This is a jack. RJ45.
Okay, thanks.
On another end also, we need to plug, I mean, connect to the jack RJ45. Got it. So here we will plug the RJ45 jack to the first machine, then another end plug it on the second machine. Okay. So then after we need to do one more thing. We need to set the network, set both machine, same network using what? IPs. So we need to set the IP ranges for this machine, and same IP ranges we need to set for the second machine. Same IPs. Not same IP means same IP ranges. Okay. For example, this IP looks like 10.0.0.0. The second IP we need to put on the machine 10.0.0.1. So they can talk. Then the last thing, in coming to the second mission, we can call that missions using the this file path. Okay, so that file we can see in the PC2. So the PC2 can save the file or download the file like that. So this is the way how we will connecting the machines via networking cable and setting the IP. So here we can call as this is a LAN, local area network. Got it. So for example, here we connect actually for a PCs or laptops, only one ports are there, okay, for putting in the RJ45. So for example, we have one more machine in the same room. What will do? One more machine there, 3 machines, PC3. We need to connect this machine also within the network. What to do? Here we need to set up a switch. Switch is a device actually, okay, for connecting multiple host machines or multiple computers via the same way, RJ45 cable or LAN cable. You can call it as LAN cable as well, okay. So we need to remove this connection from 1 to 2. Then what will we do? Take a connection from the PC1 and plug it on the switch. This is a switch. And do the same for the PC2. Here we can see a lot of ports, okay. In PC is only one port, right? For the switch, we can see lot of ports, As per the requirement, we need to use the corresponding port number for when buying the switch. It's starting with the 2 port, 4 port, 8 port, 16 port, 32 port like that. So here we can select 4 port, right? Because only 3 machines there. So the last machines, the third machine, plug it on the switch. So after connecting, we need to set the IP as well, okay? 10.0.0.3 or 2. So all the machines can talk through switch. Switch will passing the machine's MAC address actually, okay? It's, for example, each machine has same MAC address, right? So MAC with IP, local IP. So the switch can, do the traffic between those machines. Clear, right? All of you. Or any doubt?
So the switch first 2 machines could have been connected by a cable going from one to the other. But then when you bring a third computer in, you need a switch with enough ports to connect each computer.
Yes.
Okay.
Then we can take a example, okay, how these networks works in real world. For example, we can take example of a college, because in coming to every organization, okay, like it's a corporate office or college or hospital, corporate office, schools, okay, anywhere, okay, we can see similar type of networking. Not seen actually, there must be a networking for example, hospital, okay, there are a lot of PCs are there, right? For a billing department PC, even doctor using PCs, right? They're typing the description in the same uh, PCs, okay, when we facing a doctor or taking an appointment to the doctor type all the medicines that he prescribed in that machine. Then we just to go to the pharmacy on the same hospital. So the pharmacist can easily uh, know which are the medicine the doctor prescribed in their own machine, okay, pharmacist machine. So these all the machines are interrelated, right? Using same network actually. Means, for example, coming to a hospital, okay, this is a hospital example. Doctor using a machine. Then receptions, they're using one machine, easy. And for token, taking token, they also using machines. So these all the machines are connected, right? Connected via a switch also, because these all the machines under a same network. Same network. So that network we called as a LAN actually. Same network using switch. For example, there's a switch there, okay? So the receptionist PC connected to the switch, and that token. Here the person taking the token via computer. So that machine also connected to switch. Pharmacist machine connected to switch. Doctor machine also connected to switch. Got it. So why we connecting these machines like this? There are a lot of reasons there. Okay, one is that, for example, here we provide machines to the employees, right? In this case, hospital case. Same way, but coming to corporate office or colleges, same way we will provide machines to our workers, right? For example, a corporate office, TCS, taking an example, TCS, okay. TCS have around 5 to 6 lakhs employees across the globe. So they will provide laptop to each of employee laptop. So the TCS how the TCS will managing the employees' laptops. That means managing a lot of things they will do, like managing in the sense of they have their own policies, company policies. So the employees should follow the policy, right? For that, we need to do. I mean, as a company perspective, they will ensure that what are the services an employee can access, okay, via the laptop. So there is a permissions we need to set before permissions. So all these things we can do using a control way. Like for example, uh, this case, corporate case, okay. So they have their own server, tcs.com. Then this is company here, okay. This is the company called TCS company, and see they set up a server within their own premise or anywhere, cloud or anywhere. This is a server. So then they hiring people, okay. TCS starting to hire people, and they hired 10 people, okay. 10 people. And they provide 10 laptops to that people. So before that, before handovering the laptops to the peoples, they will first add these laptops to the client for the server, this server. That means the servers or the who is managing the server can managing those 10 laptops as well. You got it? Via LAN. Not LAN actually. This is actually another scenario, like it will joining to the server. Okay. This is a server OS we install in the machines. One of the main OS is Windows Server. So using the Windows Server, the server administrator can manage and administering those machines, that 10 machines that is already joined with the server. So after joining only, we need to serve the laptops to the people. So in this case, we need to manage the 10 machines actually. Got it? So for example, we need to disable the USB port. So we can managing from the server, not going to the each machine. Okay. There is a policy we can apply from the server level. For all these cases, first we need to connect this laptop to the server. That's the only concern here. Then after that, we will setting the IP to the server like that. So here we can see each machine. In hospital case, each machine connected to the switch. Okay. Then we need to manage these machines, right? Then we need to set up a server in the hospital. This is a server that belongs to the server room. A separate room there, server room, where we keeping the machine. IP peripherals like server switches, a lot of things are there, and the server administrator also there. Okay, and we need to take a connection from the switch. Okay, here also we need to set up some switches. Okay, then here we have a switch that is connected with those all machines. So we need to take a connection from the switch to the switch that belongs to the server room. So we connected switch connection, and this switch to the server we need to make another connection using LAN cable. So the server can manage all these machines. Got it? Okay.
Where is the difference between the server and the switch?
Okay. Server actually, what is server? Anyone? No, join us.
It's a computer that sends information on request.
Right.
But switch is just basically makes connection between two different computers.
Yes.
So what you're saying is like when you make a very large number of computers, you have to go from switch to server.
Correct.
Okay.
Basically, server contains the data. Switch is like uh, middle person, like it send the data
Right.
to computers from the server to different computers. Because server has the only one port, that port connected to switch. From the switch, we share the connections to different computers. So they can all got the data from the server. The main data, the organization data is available on the server.
Right. So yeah, coming to the difference between a normal PC and a server. Okay, this is server. So normal PC has their own configurations, right? You got it. So for example, coming to a normal PC, that PC has 2 GB RAM. and 2 core CPU and 1 TB RAM. Sorry, 1 TB HDD hard disk. So that's some basic configuration of a normal PC. But as per the requirement, we can select more resources. Okay. So coming to a server, the server has a lot of, I mean, more resources in compared to a normal PC. So the server has for starting 16 GB core, then 32 GB RAM, and for hard disk around 5 TB or more than we can accommodate for the server. Okay. So that the server cost when comparing to normal PC, it's high actually. We can starting from 80K to above, okay, for buying a server. Also, the server has a lot of resources, so that servers can process a lot of processes actually. Okay. Then these are the difference between a normal PC and a server. It's actually a PC, but has a lot of resources. So the machine can process a lot. So yeah, that's the difference between a server and a normal PC. And coming to the point, what is the difference between a server and a switch? Switch is a networking device actually. Look like this. Okay, I'll draw it. It's a blade type, and here we can see a lot of ports, only ports, like 32 ports. As for the requirement, we can buy the port actually, and it's here you can see we have a server. Okay, server is a computational device. Okay, it's a computer actually that can process a lot of tasks like that. So this switch is only for connecting devices. Connecting devices. So here we have two servers, server 1 and server 2. So we need to connect the server 1 and server 2 in a network. So what we need to do, plug it and take the LAN cable and plug to the switch. That's all. So switch can routing the traffic between those machines or those servers with the same IP address. That's the main thing. Okay. If, for example, we put that RJ cable to the switch, that is not mean that both machines can uh, talk. Okay. So we need to set the IP as well. IP, same IP ranges. Only that machines are in the same network.
They will have different IP addresses, but on the same network. Right?
Yes.
Thanks.
So these are the fundamental concept of creating network, okay, LAN network. So these are the on-premise setup, okay. So when coming to cloud computing, we need to do similar types of networking in our own virtual environment. Coming to these are all the physical environments actually. Okay, we can see the switches, servers, a lot of things, and even the cables we can see from the like in this case we can see all these things as a physical. Then coming to cloud computing, we need to do similar types of networking, but all that networking things and the server configuration of what are things that we do in cloud computing, all are virtual. So we can call as coming to network in cloud computing or AWS, that is virtual network or virtual networking. Got it?
You just logically define the network and the AWS does it for you behind the scenes.
Right, right. So I told like it's a virtual network. So we need to create as a DevOps engineer or a cloud engineer, we need to set up that networking things and a lot of things. Okay. Then what is a virtual machine? So now we know what is virtual network, right? So this is a physical network, how we will talking, how we set up in different machines, uh, communicating via LAN, right? Using switches, or we can direct switch machine to machine if we have only two machines like that. So that's fine. So coming to virtual network, we will learn more when coming to the cloud part. So what is virtual machine? Any idea?
Virtual machine is a machine that is simulated by a real machine. So after a certain generation, the hardware had the chipset had the instructions to be able to support virtual machines.
Right, perfect. So virtual machine for us, right? For us, it's a virtual machine, right? For example, two way we can set up virtual machines. Okay, before cloud and after cloud. Before cloud, this is cloud environment. Okay. So before cloud, how we will set up in virtual machine? Anyone?
There were specialized softwares like VMware or some.
Right.
They create, you download those softwares and they can use the chipset so that the chipset simulates another computer on the. It's not directly running on the hardware; it's indirectly running. And then after the cloud, this is some remote computer that will do that for you, because the computer is a set of instructions that the chipset executes. So if it's actually working on this chipset or it's working on a simulation, it's still the same result to you. Only the virtual machines are slower because that one extra layer of software is there. But I think Docker Docker was invented on Linux to be lightweight virtual machines, just like lightweight virtual machines.
Yes.
But that might be ahead of
That's
this
right.
scope.
Yeah, I will explain. Okay, that's right. Actually, I will explain the scenario. Okay, for the new peoples. So we need to deploy the requirement. Okay, we need to deploy an application. Okay, uh, we have we have started a company. Okay, consider like that. There is a company ABC, and I will explain the before cloud. Okay, so this is a building. Okay, consider there is a building, and inside the building we need to buy. The requirement is deploying application. For deploying application, we need machines, right? So we need to buy a server. So this is our server, a blade shaped server. Okay, so this is a server. We called the server. It's a bare metal server. Okay, bare metal, bare metal. That means only hardware, like no software, only hardware. So first we need to buy. We purchase the server. Okay, consider we purchase the server. Then after we need to configure. Configure in the sense of when coming to a server, we didn't install any OS on top of the server. Okay, most cases. Some cases we will install, but in most cases we didn't install any operating system on top of the bare metal. For that, we will install a virtualization software. Okay, we will install a virtualization software or service. Okay, software. Common software one is VMware. Okay, we install the VMware successfully. Then we will get the VMware console as well. So on top of the VMware, using the VMware console, we can deploy multiple operating system on top of the VMware actually. So this is a Windows we need to deploy another machine, Linux or Ubuntu or a DAT, like that. And on top of each machine, we need to deploy corresponding application. If the application is related to Windows, any .NET application or any other application, we can select that corresponding Windows and deploy the application. Here as well, we can deploy application. So we called these machines, like these operating systems are virtual machines for the host, virtual VM. Got it. So in this case, we have 3 virtual machines, 1, 2, and 3. Because we can't see this machine, right? Only we can see the physical, our server only. And for each machines, we need, or that machines need processors, like for example, CPU, memory, network, everything. So the host will share this. Machine we can call as a host machine as well. So the host will share the resources to each VM. That we can define when we creating VM, okay, from that VMware. So for example, when creating a Windows machine, we can allocate 2 virtual CPU and like that, okay, because these servers has 16 core like and 32 GB RAM. So we can share the resources from the host to each machine. Whenever we're creating, we can allocate as well, okay, as per the requirement. So that's a VM that we called before cloud, okay. Nowadays, a lot of legacy applications like something like this, okay. And coming to cloud. So when coming to cloud, we using machines like servers. Okay, we can spin up the server. For this case, a lot of manpower, effort, and time. Okay, when comparing with the cloud and before clouds, I mean server setup. For in real world, okay, coming to before cloud, we need to go and purchase a corresponding server. We need to take the server and set up in our infrastructure, the configuration there, plugging there, electricity, a lot of things are there, right? After that, we need to install VMware, then the effort are more when comparing to cloud. For similar way, we need to set up a server in cloud. We can set up within 1 to 2 minutes, right? That's the time. For example, we need to deploy a similar Windows machine, okay? So within 1 to 2 minutes, we can set up the server in cloud. That's one of the benefit when coming to the cloud, actually. On demand, actually, the resources is on demand. Then the server is up there, okay, right? Why we called as it's a virtual machine? Because the one thing is we can't see the machine, right? We can't see, can't touch. Only we can managing this server, okay, that cloud server remotely via terminal or UI. For Windows, we can go with UI, and for Linux, we mostly using terminal actually. That's why we called as a virtual machine. And this virtual machine actually residing in some regions are there, cloud regions and availability zones. For example, we are using AWS, okay. So AWS offers, AWS resources like these servers and a lot of things. They deployed in different regions across the globe. Okay, we will go through the regions and available zones deeper when coming to that part. For example, I'm in India, okay. So my machines belongs to the cloud machine I deployed in US region. So that's why I called as a like virtual machine. I can't see that machine or physically I can't touch the machine. Only I can take that machine control via terminal. So the region, all these things we need to define, okay, when we starting the cloud, AWS cloud. So we can easily switching the region, which region that we need to use or where we are deploying our machines or resources like that. Any doubt? All good, right? Anyone have any doubt?
I'm okay.
Okay. Then more thing that we need to learn coming to cloud, okay? That is, now we can switch into the AWS part because we are using AWS in their course. So coming to AWS, networking perspective, okay, we need to learn some networking things, okay, like VPC, subnet, internet gateway, route table, peering connection, NAT gateway, gem server, load balancing. So these are the different topics actually we need to cover when coming to AWS networking part. So after this, you will get more idea how we will set up in the networking parts and doing the networking stuff in AWS.
What is the third item under subnet? You wrote
It's
one
internet gateway. Internet gateway.
internet.
So these are the topics, okay? The topic 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. So we will get some ideas how we will set up in these things in cloud. After that, we will jump into other computing. These are all things comes under the networking. Networking. Got it. All of you.
Yes.
So I talk about the networking. I mean the region and available zones. Okay, we can start the region and available zone. So regions and availability zone. Availability zone. We called as AZ. Okay, AZ. So what is region and available zone? Anyone can? Any idea? This is coming to AWS or not AWS actually. It's coming to the cloud hubs. Cloud features actually, all the services they're offering. Any idea?
Region is a geographical region, and availability zone is inside that region. They put three or like multiple data centers as a backup to each other, and the actual location of the availability zone is not shared with anybody for security. But when you say you pick Mumbai, then there will be some availability zones inside Mumbai where, in case some earthquake happens or some calamity happens, there's more than one data center in Mumbai that will provide the data or the
All
computer.
right, right. Yeah. Yeah, that's right actually. So coming to AWS perspective, they will offer actually computing power or compute database, network, a lot of things to the customer, right? Not even the AWS actually, AWS, Azure, or GCP, all these cloud providers, Jane cloud providers are offering similar types of services to the customers. So I will take this is a globe, okay, concept. This is globe actually. So the AWS cloud provider divide their entire globe into different regions actually, okay. For example, this is US, this is UK, this is APAC, okay, Asia Pacific area, like India, UAE, like that. Then here as well, a lot of other regions are, countries are there, or the continents. So they will divide, for example, coming to US and Canada, okay, they will separate this region as a region. UK, another region, region 2, like that, okay. India, another region. So that is good, because whenever we starting the account and deploying something, okay, as a business perspective, for example, I am from India, so I need to deploy, I need to deploy application for a US people. So we can jump into the US region and deploy something there. That means we are going to deploy some machines under the US area, okay. So that is coming to region, we can see availability zones as well. Availability zones, okay. So multiple availability zones are there when coming to a single region. For example, I will explain with the US region, then I think there are around 6 or 7 availability zones are there. Availability zone 1, availability zone 3, like that. What is availability zone? The availability zone is inside the availability zone, okay. It's a actually it's a physical location actually. That physical location contains their infrastructure, the building, then the servers, everything is actually under the available zones. Got it? The region, in a single definition, we can call it's a collection of available zones. And we can select the corresponding region as well. So here, coming to the single available zone, we can see a building, okay, somewhere in the US, okay. For example, like so different locations are there, okay. For why they using different available zones in a single region? Because any calamities happen, for example, flood or earthquakes, anything, that their physical data center also collapsed, right? But the user data belongs to another available zone. That's why they deploy in different available zone in a single region. Coming to Indian, then we can see one available zone in Mumbai somewhere, and one in like Chennai, I think Chennai. So we deploy some application using Chennai region. Then it's anything happen Chennai region, don't worry about that, because our data is in Mumbai region. Okay, so that's why they will, for the high availabilities of the data, so like that, they will using different availability zones. So available zone is the physical data center, and the region is collection of available zones. So we can switch the available region as well. Okay, for example, we need to deploy. I need to deploy 2 applications, one in UK and one in US. So we can open the AWS account and we can directly switching to US and deploy the application, then switching to UK, and then take another EC2 machine from anywhere under the any available zone. Then we can configure the machine and deploy the application. Got it. The available zones and region. So this is coming to AWS. Azure also do the same thing. GCP also do the same thing. Anyone have any doubt?
No.
So can we say that the regions are for disaster recovery, and then availability zones are for high availability for our deployment?
Right.
Okay, thank you.
So anyone have any doubt? All good, right?
I'm good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh, mm, I have a quick question actually. Like whenever we are saying regions, right? So if I'm in US, I can't access like when I log into Amazon account, my account, it only shows the US regions, not the India or the UK regions. Then how, if I want to deploy or spin up the machine in the UK, how can I do that?
Wait, I'll show you. My screen is visible, right?
Yes.
So here you can see where I mean, which region I am residing. See, I'm in US, right?
Yeah,
North
was
Virginia.
Mhm.
So this way. So if I want to go to Indian region, okay. See Mumbai. Click on that. Now I'm
No,
switching
but
to
no, if you are in the like in your office, like I mean to say a company, it is specific to a region. It won't allow you to like my company won't allow me to like deploy something on a different region because it will be showing only the US availability regions.
yes. So they will restrict actually. You got it. Because you coming to your company, okay. So this is your company, ABC. Okay, they are using AWS, right? AWS. So they have a AWS account. Okay, and for managing people's there is service there, IAM, right?
IAM, yes.
Identity and access management. That's coming under the AWS. So you joined their company. So what will they do? Under the IAM, they will create a user with your name.
Yes, they do.
Then for the same user, they will apply the policies and permissions. What are things that this user can do in AWS account?
Yes.
So only that offering things will you can do. The rest of things they will block actually, as per your job profile like that. For example, you are just a L1 guy, like a monitoring guy, okay, L1. So your duty is just to log in that AWS console and verify the EC2 machines are up and running. So that's only the role. So the IAM team will assign that role only for you. For example, under the policies or permissions, they will set that EC2 read permission for the user. So the corresponding user, I mean this user can only log in the AWS console and just viewing that EC2 dashboard. Nothing to do on the account actually for can't creating any mission or deleting mission like that. For the policy, for the region as well, okay. For example, that corresponding user only viewing the substitute region or they can't switching to another region, then there will be a error. So that we can define in the users and policies. Policies and permissions, sorry. You got it?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking in terms of organization. Yeah, as a user, if I have a single account, I can see these ones. But what is the
Right.
like? I'm thinking in terms of what is the use of like me deploying something in India when I'm residing in US?
I didn't get you. Come again. Redeploying,
Like,
right?
yeah, whenever I spin off a machine, I want to spin off
Yes,
a machine in where I reside, rather me spinning off the machine in India. What is
Hmm.
the use of me spinning up the machine in India when I'm like residing and like in US?
For example, okay, you are in US, right? You are in
Mm-hmm.
US, and the requirement is spinning machine in India, right? Or the scenario, which one? Scenario, right? The scenario you deploying a machine in India that is for focusing Indian peoples. Okay, for example, you need to build a website. That website is more reachable for the Indian user. In that case, we can selecting the region India and deploy the machine. So they can easily accessible those machines because physically
Okay.
that machine locate the region, Indian region. This is the thing you mean, right?
Yeah, now I got it. What is the like? What is the main purpose of spinning off
Yeah, they
machine
can
in US?
easily. Yeah, they can easily access the machines. Easily means it's a for example the machines in US, we deploy a machine in US and deploy application. Okay, so the Indian users can accessible that machine, that application. Okay, but it will take a very little. I mean, taking a milliseconds delay. Okay, for the Indian people to access the US application
Yes.
where we. So coming to India, it's still lesser than this time frame. Like it can be easy to access the Indian people to access the machine because that machine residing near, right? Same
Mm-hmm.
region actually.
Got it. Okay, thank you.
I think your laptop needs
Mark, I
power.
think you talked something, right? Yeah.
Your laptop needs
Vengat?
Yeah,
your laptop
your
needs power,
power,
I think.
yeah.
Your laptop is running low on battery, Taufik sir.
Yes, yes. Yeah. That's one. Is anyone have any doubt?
No, very good. I'm good.
I'm good.
Then we can wind up, right? Today's section.
Sure.
Then coming to next section, we can start that networking lab. Okay. So we need to starting to configure and deploy our own data center in AWS, and we need to deploy our application as well. Okay.
Okay. On Monday.
So see you on Monday, all of you.
So any sort of assignments for tomorrow and after tomorrow?
As of now, we didn't start any lab. That's just refreshing that networking concept and that, I mean, the overview of cloud actually. So from Monday, I think, I not I think actually, I will start the lab. So
Okay.
after that, I will send.
Okay. So do we need to have any sorry, AWS account set up prior
Yes,
to
yes,
what?
yes, yes. I missed that. I will explain when coming to the lab actually. So we need to take a free tier AWS account.
Okay.
Only the
So
free tier actually.
you're gonna cover it on Monday, right?
Right, right.
Okay. And it would be
Then
great
we
if you
can.
can like share the docs related to the topics which you have covered yesterday and today.
Yeah, I will share. I will share.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for the class. Have a good night, everybody. Good weekend.
Yes. Good night. Good night all. We can wind up, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Bye. Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.